Good morning, everyone. It's October the 30th, 2023. I wanted to elaborate today a little bit more on my last video that I just put up, The War Within Us Destroys Us. And I want to explain it a little bit more because I've had some viewers texting in as well, which I'll get to that later. But I also base this on one of the teachings, and I wish to read this to you as well. It's called Two Wolves, and to explain this battle that goes on between us. One evening, an old Cherokee told his grandson about a battle that goes on inside people. He said, "My son, the battle is between two wolves inside us all. One is evil. It is anger, envy, jealousy, sorrow, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, resentment, inferiority, lies, false pride, superiority, and ego. Now, the other is good. It is joy, peace, love, hope, serenity, humility, kindness, benevolence, empathy, generosity, truth, compassion, and faith." The grandson thought about it for a moment and then asked his grandfather, "Which wolf wins?" The old Cherokee simply replied, "The one you feed." That's exactly it. Which wolf do we feed? Are we good? Are we bad? Are we capable of helping other people? How do we do it? If we live with a good wolf, we will find our way. If we live with a bad wolf, then he's going to lead us down the wrong path for sure. But this is what I put out as well, this pamphlet. With the pamphlet that I put out for the authorities and the counselors and that. I always put this out. Now this has been online, it's been all over, but I learned this a long time ago. So it was real wisdom from the indigenous people. So we all have two wolves inside of us, and it depends on which wolf we decide to follow. It's how our path is going to lead to a better world and us as better people. So I also wanted to bring up today one of the comments that I got from one of my viewers on the last video I did. And I was not aware of this party, also knew Grandfather William Commanda. But this is what happened to her with Grandfather William Commanda. Grandfather Commanda laid his hands on my head and said, "One land, one race, one country. Good soul, peace to you always." And this is what she said to me. And this was the way Grandfather spoke. This is the way we received their teachings. And I'm thankful that she got this teaching and she passed it on. And so my response to her was, "Thank you for this. We are all one. Grandfather's message needs to get out." So this is the big message I wanted to get out today, and where these messages are actually coming from. And Grandfather William Commanda had many, many followers from all over the world. But when you talk about being one, we all should be of one heart. And that's what's so terribly important. If we all came together and worked with one heart, then we could solve our problems amongst ourselves. And there's a lot of good-hearted people for certain out there, but there's a lot of bad wolves out there too. That these bad wolves are what's coming in and trying to take us down right now. And that's where the drugs and the alcohol are coming in. It's like one person who was mainstream Christian religion told me it's the liquor. It's the liquor, because we were having the liquor problems years ago. And then, of course, the drugs came in, and it was described as, well, this is the devil, this is the evil that comes in to us. You know, we're his God, or the Creator is good, and he fills us with all this love. So there's two different ways of looking at it, but we're all saying the same thing again. And this is what we have in common, no matter how we want to say it. So we really have to come together, and that's what Grandfather was all about. It was about peace, bringing people together. And that was the most beautiful thing. And he had so many followers. I know I was one. He helped me in many, many ways by listening to him, just sitting and listening to him talk when I was going through all the abuse. And then I started realizing, going back to my Christian religion, my childhood, there was a much better way. And I didn't have to necessarily sit in all the abuse. there was no way of escaping it for a while. But when I listened to grandfather talk, I was escaping it and finding out that there really was other doors out there, that when the opportunity came, I took the door and I walked out that door. Well, I was kind of not, didn't walk out it, I was kind of forced out of that door. But it was a good thing that happened to me when I was forced out the bad door and into the good door. Because here I am sitting here today, and I'm in a very happy place, finally. So you have to take what comes your way, whether it's good or bad, but we make that choice of whether we follow the good wolf or the bad wolf. And it couldn't be said better in those beautiful, beautiful words. And grandfather always had beautiful words. But one of the things, again, he said, the only way the world will come to peace is through shared leadership, where we all have to come together with one heart to solve the problems that we are facing today. Because our Mother Earth is in total turmoil right now. We're coming out of the pandemic. The pandemic just shook us right to the core. We made it out of the pandemic. Thankfully, most of us made it out. We lost a lot. We're going through this crisis now with the opioid crisis. We've lost so many people at that. The same thing as with the pandemic. But there's good people out here, and we must come together and work together. So again, this is just a brief message that I wanted to put out today, to just a little update. And again, I wanted to say, everyone, be safe, be of one heart now. Let's all of us work together and protect each other and do what we have to do to ensure that our children are raised properly, that they feel the protection because around them as adults, because I know we're scattered right now with what's happened being as adults. We need to stand up, work together as adults, and help put another barrier of protection around the children so that the children feel safe, that they're growing up in a safe place and a safe country. And, I can never stop talking about that because safety is a big concern for all of us right now. And if we work together, we'll find a way through this. So again, have a good day, be safe, be aware of your surroundings, and have a nice day, and take care, everyone. Bye-bye.